Welcome to the show, everyone. It's the Crypto Lark coming to you from New Zealand, bringing you this May 6th edition of what is happening in crypto. Bitcoin, $9,836, ever so close to that $10,000 mark, but still just teasing us by not crossing that line. Ethereum up to $814. Nice movement, of course, back on the road to $1,000 for Ethereum as well. Fusion up big time in the last 7 days. I'm glad to see Fusion's finally starting to get a bit of appreciation in the markets, up 99% in the last 7 days. Y-Keychain still up 101%. Polymath up 83%. A-Chain finally cracking into the top 100, up 30%. At position 100 on CoinMarketCap. CyberMiles up 72%. Kyber Network down 10% after, of course, a bit of the hype dies down from recent announcements and listings. ARK down 5%. Bitcoin Private down 14%. Steam down 11.6%. And EOS down 8.7% after a big week of gains. First story of today. Ukrainian village using cryptocurrencies. The mayor had the great idea, let's all just buy cryptocurrencies and use those to transact instead of the hryvnia, which is of course the local Ukrainian real fiat currency over there. This is such a cool idea. I really think that's a very forward-looking mayor. And so now in this village, you can use Bitcoin and Ethereum to trade, of course, among people. So if your neighbor has tomatoes and you want to buy some tomatoes off them, you can use Ethereum or Bitcoin to do that transaction, but of course also at the shops, which is really awesome. I think we might see more of this happening around the world. There are quite a few villages and towns and regions globally that have their own currency. There's quite a few places in the UK, for example, that have their own currency that is a side currency to the British pound. Maybe these towns will start using Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies instead of printing out their own fiat money. Interesting idea. Bitcoin smart banknotes being launched in Singapore. This is another super cool idea. So they're going to be banknotes in denominations of 0.01 or 0.05 Bitcoin. But I love the idea. I think for a lot of people, having a physical note representing, of course, a certain value of Bitcoin will be a pretty cool idea. And of course, because you can verify it on the blockchain to make sure that there is actually the money on there that it says is supposed to be on there, it's very verifiable. This could be a very interesting strategic physical asset to have for Bitcoin. Moving forward, I think we might see even more of these kind of banknotes being printed out in the future. Of course, maybe we'll even see Ethereum and Litecoin and some others coming to a banknote near you. Portuguese Parliament to discuss cryptocurrency payment regulations. Now, it's not that cryptocurrencies are illegal or anything like that in Portugal, but they are looking to make it even better. The regulation of certain aspects not yet regulated will allow for the expansion of new types of payment services, contributing to a legal framework to accommodate the innovation to the benefit of consumers and to even promote competition. So they want to make what is already working even better over in Portugal. Old Man Buffett gets wheeled out again. This time he gets rolled out with Old Man Munger. And they act like two crotchety old men shaking their canes at cryptocurrencies. I don't know why these guys keep getting asked, but they do. And Charlie Munger is even more skeptical than Warren Buffett is, calling Bitcoin a turd and saying that you must have dementia in order to want to participate in it. These old guys. Speaking of famous people talking about Bitcoin, Kanye West comes out and says, I wanted to use Bitcoin since I saw Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. Now look, I could honestly care less about anything that Kanye says or his attitude towards things, but what I do want to highlight here is that I think this is a mentionable story because Kanye West has a huge following. A lot of people probably just heard about Bitcoin for the first time from Kanye West. You gotta think about that, guys. You think everyone knows about it, but the reality is not as many people know about it as you think know about it. Or they might have known about it, but they heard Kanye talk about it and go, wow, maybe I can buy that. If Kanye says it's cool, it might be cool. Maybe I should look into it a little bit more. It helps, guys. Every little bit of positive mention for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, I'll take the allies where I can get them, even if it's Kanye. These ICO investors are getting their money back. Dragon Chain has refunded an ICO, Norwegian ICO that was coming to Dragon Chain. Now, We don't have any official answers on exactly why this is happening, but I think, of course, Dragon Chain is really focused on being SEC compliant. And, of course, they don't want to stop offering ICOs to American citizens, so they're doing everything possible to make sure that that indeed does keep happening. So, unfortunate for the people who wanted to get involved. Of course, they're getting their money back, so that's okay. Ripple slapped with class action lawsuit from disgruntled investor. I feel like this is somebody who bought the top on Ripple and is now, of course, disgruntled. Hey, people on CNN were going out and saying to buy the top. I listened to them. And now, of course, I'm down massively. I don't think this lawsuit will come to very much, to be honest. I think Ripple's going to have better lawyers than these guys. Not to mention, of course, that investing in cryptocurrencies carries a high amount of risk, and you have to be aware of that before getting involved. Chinese crypto giant Huobi launches billion-dollar blockchain fund. Wowzers! This, of course, is following in the footsteps of exchanges like Binance, which also has offered different investments globally to educate people in blockchain, for example, investing in different countries all around the world. Not surprised to see Huobi hopping on the blockchain investment train. Nice one, Huobi. Huobi also will be setting up shop in Canada, which is nice to see. Deep Brain Chain to build AI ecosystem in Silicon Valley. Of course, Silicon Valley is a major hub of global brains and knowledge, so not surprising to see Deep Brain Chain moving over there to build their AI ecosystem. I think it'd be a great place for them to meet, mingle, get partnerships, get talent. It'll be very interesting to see how that does develop moving forward. Zencash. Zencash is partnering up with Paytomat. Now this is going to open up Zencash to different merchants and customers. Already over 150 merchants in Ukraine, expanding internationally. Great to see, of course, more real-world use cases for cryptocurrency as a form of payment. And, of course, nice to see it coming to Zencash, which has been getting more and more popularity recently. Kyber Network, you can now trade DGX on Kyber Network. So straight out of your Ethereum wallet, you can now hedge and get DGX tokens if you would like to be hedging in gold against the markets. Very, very interesting. And talking of stablecoins, the NUSD will be launching on June 11th. So this is Haven's Nomen tokens. This is their USD version. We'll be seeing that coming out in about a month. The more stablecoins, the merrier, guys, is what I say. The sooner we see the potentially fraudulent Tether go away and we see more solutions like Maker and Haven and Digix come in, the better I think it's going to be for the ecosystem overall. But hey, that's just the two satoshis of a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. You guys let me know what you think about today's news stories in the comment section down below. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.